Greetings, YouTube. About 3 to 4 times a year, whenever the side quest has a purchase store, I do a video on the best and worst purchases in the store for your currency. In this case, in this month, we have gamma radiation. Now, I'm showing you this screen because I just completed a master quest. I think it's like 1.2. And I got a number of questions yesterday into the channel that were mainly surrounded by why isn't there more or really any gamma radiation in Cavalier difficulty? How is it that Uncollected has so much? And we got our answer last night that it was a mistake and that technically Kabam had designed this event, as you probably think they would, to give the most resources to the best players, which would be Cavalier players. But when you go to, say, Chapter 1, and you look at how much gamma you get in Cavalier, you realize that you don't get squat. Whereas if you go to Uncollected, you get, let's see, there we go, 25,000. That's because that 25,000 was supposed to be what Cavalier players got. And that means that the Master Rewards were supposed to be uncollected, but everything got moved down a tier. Now, I actually think this is fantastic because uncollected players for 1 month are essentially Cavalier players when it comes to what you get for rewards. But don't waste this opportunity to upgrade your roster, progress to actually becoming Cavalier, and then ultimately rewarding yourself with better rewards on Cyber Weekend, which I think should start Friday, November 27th. This is also a reminder that with the Gamma Galore Spend event, everybody's like, I can't get all the way to the top. There might be only a way that I can get close. Well, I wouldn't focus on that. I would only focus, which by the way, gotta love that I've already got my profile picture as the foot. Remains the most random thing I've ever seen in the game. I love random things. I don't know why. But I would just concentrate on getting to 700,000 points, y'all. Because let's be real. This is the most exciting upgrade. This is the most exciting reward of the month anyway. And so just try to spend 700,000 gamma by the end of the month and get yourself that 5-star generic. And you'll be so glad you did. This is also going to force me to make another video at some point this month talking about the best champions to use, the generic 5-star Awakening Gem on. I'll just have to figure out when I'm going to hammer that out. So now I have a rule when it comes to discussing a store. And that rule is concentrate on the items you could not get easily for free in the game normally. Now, I have started, you can see in this top left, already yesterday, just from running through a completion run of Uncollected, which again should have been Cavalier, but we'll take it. I got my 2% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Crystals because that's what I'm looking for to progress my 6 stars to rank 3. But if you're Uncollected especially, don't get any of these. Don't look at this because you're not going to need to worry about that. What you're worried about is taking your 5 stars up to maybe rank 4 and eventually rank 5. And so Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments are much more important for you to focus on. Because even things like 6-star shards, which are rare and which you can't get easily in the game, don't give you a single guarantee. You could purchase these 2,000 6-star shards, which could, in theory, help you form a 6-star basic crystal or a 6-star featured if you're going to be that risky. And you could land on the worst champion in the crystal. It is a gamble. And so the motto of my channel since January 2020 started is to wait and spend whatever you are spending, whether it be this random 1-month currency, this limited edition currency, or your units or your money, your actual cash. Spend it on choice, not chance. That is the theme of this channel and how we break down event allocation. So 5-star shards and even 6-star shards are still chance, not choice. So I'm not saying you shouldn't purchase them, but what I am saying is you shouldn't purchase them first. If you're looking to progress your account, you should purchase things that are going to guarantee champions that you already have to be ranked up. That means Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragments, if that is applying to your goal of taking a 5-star to rank 5 or a 6-star at least to rank 2, because if you aren't, then you don't need Tier 5 Basics. But you will eventually. So anytime you can get Tier 5 Basics for free, you've got to capitalize on it. So if it's me and I eventually want to take, say, my first 5-star to rank 5, which also, by the way, whenever I do these videos, there's always somebody in the comments that says, like, oh, this video is pointless because I can get everything. Well, how self-centered of a perspective is that? Just because you can get everything doesn't mean everybody can get everything. And my channel isn't just a voice for you, buddy. It's a voice for everybody, including the people who are not even uncollected and struggling to figure out how they're going to use probably their limited gamma radiation currency. So I would start with Tier 5 Basic. I would just purchase that right off the top because you're going to be thankful that you got this for free when you had the chance, because especially if you're not Cavalier, because even uncollected players can sometimes struggle to get that in a day-to-day grind where usually your best resources can be found in the Glory store. But I also know people who are stuck in an alliance with Alliance War where it feels like a lot of their glory goes to purchasing potions and or maybe even some revives. So if you are that person, you don't have as much glory to spend on Tier 2 Alpha and Tier 5 Basic in the Glory store. In the same way, these things, I just flat out ignore them until the very end if I had some left over, but I'd put them on the burner for last. If they were generics and gave you choice over chance, I would feel differently, but they don't. So again, I love 5 and 6-star shards, but they don't give you the guarantee. Compare the choice and chance of the first two left, the 6-star shards and the 5-star shards, to the right two. Tier 1 alphas and a Tier 4 class catalyst selector. There's no risk in this. There's no gamble. You just get the item. And so you know when you need to rank somebody up, and Tier 1 alphas, especially 5-stars, take a lot. And Tier 4 class catalysts, you can't normally select them. And for quite a few players, there's probably 1 or 2 classes that your inventory has that's very low that you would appreciate the selector. I'd purchase those first. Again, I'm not saying to not purchase 5-star and 6-star shards at all. I'm just saying purchase the guaranteed resources first and then work your way backward to crystals. Because as exciting as it is to open crystals, you're probably going to get trash with most of your openings, and that trash champion is not going to help you progress to the next progression level anyway. Tier 4 basics, I'd purchase all these up. I would go ahead and just lock in, and I get, like, if you're Cavalier, you might be thinking, oh, I've too many Tier 4 basics already. They're in the overflow. Okay, but those of you that are Conqueror or even Uncollected, you may not. And so rank up resources, do it first. 5-star 6-stone crystals, again, ignore worst part of this store. Tier 1 Alpha Catalyst Fragments, keep an eye on those. Tier 4 Basics, same thing. We discussed the 5-star shards. 4-star shards, I would also save to the very end. If I had a choice between purchasing 4-star shards or Tier 1 Alpha Fragments, I'd actually choose Tier 1 Alpha because it's so easy to get 4-star shards even for lower progression levels right now versus spending them in a store. Tier 4 Class Catalyst Crystals, save those for last because, again, they're not selectors, they're crystals. They're not going to give you the class that you're targeting, and most likely the algorithm is going to give you the least thing that you're targeting and that you have the most of already in your inventory. As for everything else that you're seeing, Tier 3 Basics, you can easily get those from doing the Tier 3 Basic daily event. Don't waste your gamma on them. Don't waste your gamma on the Tier 3 Class Catalyst Crystals either. 4-star 6-stone crystals, skip them. Legendary Crystal, I would wait to the very end, but it is worth your purchase. Tier 3 Basic Catalyst Fragments, skip. Tier 2 Basic, skip. Tier 2 Class Catalyst, skip. Tier 1 Class Catalyst, skip. Ultimate Crystal, skip. Now, because I talk about choice over chance, this might surprise you. But I think the best item for beginning players and even like people who are progressing to, let's say, proven, is this thing right here. It's only 5,000 gamma, and you can max out a 3-star champion's signature ability. I love this value, and you can even get an immediate gratification with it as soon as you awaken a 3-star. So you can take it from SIG 1 to SIG 99, right? That's incredible. I'm going to purchase this happily by the end of the month myself. This is a good example of a smart purchase because there's no risk involved. It's the Marvel Casino Champions because it's fun to dream about landing on the champion that you've been hunting for years. And my channel is certainly a reflection and reminder of how difficult it can be to target and hunt for a specific champion. But the bottom line is you're not going to get that champion realistically out of a crystal. You are going to be able to take a champion that you do have on your roster already and make them much better with rank up resources. So 5 and 6 star shards, great, but save for last. If you need to progress your account, especially before Cyber Weekend, to capitalize on those rewards and better rewards with those progression levels in general, you want to start with rank up resources, Tier 2 alphas, Tier 5 basic catalyst fragments, the Tier 4 class catalyst selector, Tier 1 alphas, Tier 4 basic catalysts, and then work your way from there. It is imperative, if you have a limited amount of gamma, that you work to get the resources that you know you need to progress to the next progression level. If you've got a 4-star champion that you know could maybe get you to be uncollected, you need to do what you can to select the resources to get them to rank 5. If you're somebody who's looking to push yourself to become Cavalier and you've got a great 5-star that's at rank 3 and you know that you need 4 Tier 2 alphas to take that 5-star to rank 4, I'd purchase nothing but Tier 2 alphas until I get that 5-star to rank 4 or until I've run out of Tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments to purchase. You know the needs of your roster better than me. Everybody is different, but hopefully this has helped you learn the best and worst values of the store. It is a longer video than normal, and I apologize for that. Normally I like to keep things well under 10 minutes, but I wanted to make sure I took my time to really talk about each thing in the store. Have a good day, YouTube. Thanks so much for your support.